Yeah. Sorry, that took me a second to switch over because I was talking with Ness. She didn't actually know what tonight's game was until literally about 30 seconds ago. So I asked her to be a sweetheart and to hold the bit sign for me. And then she was like, "By the way, what is tonight's game?" And I was like, "Oh, remember that game, Khalik, the DNA Imperative?" And she was like, "Yeah, the one that took 4 years to beat or 3 years to beat." And I'm like, "Yeah, that one." Well, that game has a sequel. And then she took this and threw it on the ground. So I had to go, pick that up and make sure it worked. What the hell is this? This is a very tiny screw. Where did this come out of the bottom of my microphone? Hang on. Are you shitting me? That's not good. You guys hear me? Is this literally fell out of the bottom of my microphone. Hang on, let me... This is important. I'm going to set this on the base of the microphone so that I don't lose it. And I will look at it throughout the entire stream to remind myself that apparently Ness threw the bit sign on the ground. The microphone is literally shedding parts as we speak. I feel like that is a bad omen that we should end the stream right now and say, hey, come back tomorrow for Your Level Sucks viewer special number 3. Good night, everybody. This week's thing that I have to unbox is without a doubt one of my, I think, now this is tall talk, but this could quite possibly be one of my favorite things that I think I've shown off on GatorUNbox, and we haven't even opened it yet. It's just from the artwork and how old this is, the era that this is from, and what all of that represents to me, right? This is one of the most special things I've ever shown off, and it is still sealed. We are going to open it today, but I'm going to save every part of it except for the cellophane. And what I have tonight are heavy metal tattoos. Temporary tattoos, straight from, I believe, the early 90s. If I look on the back, there's not necessarily a year printed on these, but if I had to guess, this would be 89 to 92 is my window of estimation. These things are amazing. And we're gonna get right into this beautiful artwork. Look at this dude on the left. This Thrasher genuinely looks like one of those unsettling photoshops from an episode of Tim and Eric. It's like this guy pops out from the side and they go, whoosh, there's my Chippy. Great job. I shit you not. This is that reminds me of Tim and Eric. And it's so poorly drawn. It looks like a guy who really wanted to draw metal albums in the 70s and 80s, and nobody would hire him because when it came time to draw the lead guitarist, this is the best he could come up with. The girl in the back is not that bad. She looks a little, she looks like she could eat a few more calories every day, but she's got nice hair. Anyways, up in the top corner, easy to apply, easy to remove, lasts for days, waterproof, safe, and non-toxic. 96 pieces. Show them off. This word art leads me to believe that this is probably closer to that 1992 range because that's a very specific type of letter decorative placement. So it's not I don't think you could do that as easily on packaging in 1989 as you could in 92. That's very much like a Corel Draw type word art thing. That might even just straight up be fucking Microsoft Desktop Publisher, and I could be way off. And this could be 1995 using artwork that was way past its time. But if we scroll down, we have this big, beautiful, also cross-eyed tiger surrounded by flowers. Very, very pretty. We have over here, there's a chameleon, and he's blending in so well that the camera didn't want to focus on him. What if we zoom all the way in? There we go. We got a chameleon over here covered up by the $1 price tag. I think that is a turtle or a lizard of some sort sticking its tongue out inside of a heart. Hard to tell, but we will get a better look once we open it. And of course, down here you got your Asian dragon, of course, and then you have just a regular ass bat, just the bat, and then you have the top you have a tiger who's unfortunately missing his bottom jaw, and I guess that's supposed to look really extreme, but he's drawn, he looks like a Bubsy character that's been maimed. Which I'm totally fine with, don't get me wrong, but I don't think that's as radical as they were looking. They should have gotten got the guy who drew this tiger to come down and do that one. But maybe you can tell that the guy who made this one was like, I really like tigers, I'm not going to draw one with its lower jaw ripped off, so you're going to get the one I give you, and that's it. Well, if we flip it over on the back, it gets cooler, because these are some examples of where you can put them, for examples both for men and for women. Ladies, put one on your neck, let the vampire know where to bite you. Fellas, put it down on your waistline, assuming you don't have a beer gut. Otherwise, that dragon might look like he could stand to lose a few pounds too. Ladies, you wearing one of those markedly 80s bikini bottoms? Slap one of those bad boys on your thigh. Let them know you're trashy, I guess. I don't know. And of course, you can also put this leopard head that looks like it's bursting out of your skin. You can just put that right there on your upper forearm. Dude, put that and then wear a tank top to the gym and see how many people don't make fun of you. I guarantee the count will be less than the people who do. Someone might even throw a weight at you if that's the thing. You can put them on yourself, right? That's what they're for. You put them on you. But there's some other examples down here. You put them on books and folders. You put them on your bike. You could. You put a snake and a heart on there. Put them on your sport cups. I think this right here, this artwork needs some appreciation, because this is a fantastic reaction image. That's a one-of-a-kind expression right there. You guys get those screen caps ready. Or you put them on your shoes and your sneakers just about anywhere. Pay close attention to how they've spelled the word anywhere. Just about anywhere, as in like werewolf. So these are werewolf safe. When you transform, the fur, you won't be able to see the tattoos under the fur, but when you de-transform back into a human, your dragon will still be down there by your dick. So, you don't have to worry about that. Let's go ahead and very, very carefully remove these from the packaging, because I do not want to destroy a single piece of this. This is an amazing time capsule. Dr. Surgeon Guy, which of these is the most metal? We'll take a look. We'll take a look at which one's the most metal. I'm a little concerned, however. Okay, hang on. Do my eyes deceive me? Or does this say that we're supposed to have 96 pieces in here? Folks, there is one sheet of tattoos in this thing. And this is not something that has been restapled or tampered with. Like, this cellophane has not... There's not two sets of staple holes here. There's not extra sets of holes here like this was opened and messed with. There's legitimately just the one. There's just the one. I was hoping we'd have at least a second sheet behind it. What the hell? So Dr. Surgeon Guy is hot on the case. He says, I think there's 96 pieces in total, and you're supposed to collect them all. If that's the case, goddamn, well, we got like what? We got 6 of them. We got 6, and unfortunately, 96 is evenly divisible by 6. So that would be what? 16. So there'd be 16 different sheets of 6 tattoos, and that would give you 96 things. So I was kind of hoping we would get this and then have a bunch of mystery ones in the back, and instead we have nothing except just this. Unfortunately, and fortunately, that's heavy metal tattoos. I opened them up, like I said, thinking there was going to be more to the package. I guess I probably should have inspected the package a little more closely when I was... I mean, I still would have bought them, but I wouldn't have dedicated the whole thing, a whole GatorUNbox to them, if I would have known there was only just one sheet. Gilgatex is asking, what do they smell like? It just smells like old paper. Like, well, the back certainly smells worse than the front. I can tell you that much. It doesn't smell like old library books. It just smells like old paper. It smells like an old office storeroom. Old, like libraries have that really comforting, nostalgic smell of, like, old books. You guys know what I'm talking about. That slightly musty, but still not offensive odor. This smells like the back room of, like, an office supply store from, like, an Office Depot that's been open for quite some time. That's been in business. And there's a lot of new old stock that people wouldn't buy. It smells like toner is basically what I'm trying to say, I think. But that's... Gilgatex, scratch and sniff temporary tattoos. That is a $1 million idea, I agree. I do have one funny story that I could tell you about the store that I went into, and I have a picture of it. So as I'm talking about it, I'm gonna edit it in, like, right here. Around where the freezer section was, they had the little hanging things that tell you what is in each aisle, and on this aisle you could buy bananas. They had fresh bananas there by the crate load. They had a lot of bananas. I think what they meant to say is that they sold large bananas there, because you know how, like, when you go to McDonald's and you order a small drink, it'll say drink, and then after it there's a space and it'll say S or M or L or whatever to denote the size. I think they were doing that with the bananas, but unfortunately these were large bananas. So the sign basically said bananal. And I thought that was really funny, and I started laughing out loud in the store, and my friends were like, what the fuck is your problem? And I pointed to the sign, and then they started laughing, and then we realized we probably ought to shut up real quick, because that is the most white person thing to do when you walk into a store of someone of a different ethnicity. Like I said, heavy metal tattoos, vintage temporary tattoos. I live for stuff like this. I generally don't buy them off of eBay directly, because you tend to pay premium for other collectors who enjoy that weird, like, Lisa Frank style of the era. You know, this unused sticker and temporary tattoo sheets from those decades tend to go for a lot, because the art style was, I mean, this was all hand-drawn. It's not computer-generated. You know, there was a lot more craftsmanship put into these, and they evoke a different type of nostalgic memory to the people who care about them. So, I mean, that's the whole reason why I bought it. I saw they were $1 a piece, and I'm like, shit, I can't leave the store without that. But now I gotta buy something else besides $1 temporary tattoos from 1990. Otherwise, these guys are gonna think I'm weird, because the first thing I did is I pointed at the sign that said bananal, laughed, and then I started walking around with a package of old-ass tattoos that have probably been there forever. So I did that, and I bought some ramen, and I bought some fish jerky, and I actually bought some other things, which we will take a look at on GatorUNbox in the future, but I didn't include them here, because I thought we had more tattoos to talk about. But that seemed like a good stopping point. I have managed to ramble about one sheet of tattoos for about 15 minutes, which means that I'm a pretty good public speaker. So if you want to hire me, you want to hire me as a gig to talk about whatever products you might want, the link to my Fiverr gig is in the description of this video. Click it, and it's technically, nobody does anything for $5 on Fiverr anymore, so when you click it, you're going to get fooled, because I'm going to charge you $25 to do it. Because that's the way Fiverr... I'm talking shit on Fiverr, but actually, like, this artwork down here of, like, Muscles Gator, that was drawn by an artist on Fiverr, and someone who's incredibly talented, and I really appreciate the work he did. So, he's actually in the credits of the show to credit him for the work he did. So, I mean, Fiverr's a good place. I'm just memeing. I'm being stupid. Hey, thanks for checking out GatorBox on YouTube. We really appreciate it. If you like what you saw and you want to kick around with us live, follow us on Twitch, because we do this several times during the week. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by subscribing right here on YouTube, following or subscribing over on Twitch, or even making a pledge on Patreon. Your support over the years has been tremendous. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video right here on GatorBox.